I'm done. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavana.
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 Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan. 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 Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana. Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana. 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 Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavana. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavana. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Giri Govardhana. Giri Govardhana. Giri Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Jai. Jai. Jai.
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तवृंद की
जय।
श्री राधा कृष्ण गोविंद श्याम सुंदर राधा कुंज गिरि गोवर्धन की
जय।
गिरि गोवर्धन की
जय।
गिरि गोवर्धन की
जय।
दुर्गा माई की
जय।
बड़ माई की
जय।
भक्ति देव तुलसी महाराज की
जय।
सामवेद भक्तवृंद की
जय।
और दोरिष्ट समृद्धि होती और दोरिष्ट समृद्धि होती और दोरिष्ट समृद्धि होती और दोरिष्ट सिद्धि एंड पूरे और दोरिष्ट
जय।
Hare Krishna. What a nice day.
This day is actually Manavala Mummy star birth.
Very special day.
Vaishnava was one of the group. Can you repeat again, please? His name is Manavala Mamuni. Muni means a saint, actually. So the saint's birthday today. He is the reincarnation of Adisesha.
Need most of everyone is looking for pillars to support the back. Whoever does not take support back, no, they are extras. Now let's see who is it. You are extra. Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank Ram Raghav Prabhu and family, Rahul Prabhu and family for arranging such a nice evening. We can spend some time. What we were missing here in Germany is mainly the satsang. In India, it's too much, here it's too less. So we see how we can balance it so that we enjoy it. Begin our So I was just saying that thank you very much for organizing this nice program that is a special month of Kanti. Thank you very much for inviting for all the duties. I think the kids' force is increasing, kids' voice is increasing. So lock up.
No. I see. Dhruv has one mic. He has the mic, right?
We'll close the door. Because anyway, if I speak, they won't hear. So, as we all know, this is a very special month where the scriptures say that if we do 1 unit of good deed, then we get many folds. Just like imagining, in our offices, they say if you give half contribution, we'll give another half. So very happy to pay half. And here, the equation is even bigger. Just if we spend little time for good, we'll get very good result. And if we spend little time for bad, we'll also be very equally get very bad. So, Shweta Mother, you are not leaving early, right?
No, we came with
Yeah, I know.
so I will be going with them.
They are the last to leave. They're just filling up some time until you come. Now you came, we can start. So, coming back, this on a special note, this is very, very powerful, so that we can make use of this occasion. So, to really think, is it just a gathering, or is it really something that I want to make the best for my rest of my life? That is still in our hand. It is not because I am going to speak. It is because that it's a special day because of which we get more result. So if we are little attentive, it means we are more attentive than ever. So with that, let's start. The topic of the day is very interesting. It is about faith. I hope everyone also finds it interesting. Because most of our problems come only because of faith. Either we have too much faith, that's why we have problems. In Kaliva, having trust on so much, there's so many cheaters, so many betrayals that happen in the back. And too less faith cannot make us go anywhere. Just like if you put a seed in the soil, if you have no faith in the process that it will come up on one fine day, it will become a small plant and eventually becomes as big as banyan tree. If I don't have faith, every day I will just check why this is not coming. I open the earth, seed is still there, sunlight is there, water is there, soil is there, minerals are there, everything is there, but what is missing? Faith. In our life, we have so many things with us. Just imagine. Just imagine if we see that we are in our prime time of our age. We are functioning very properly. We are not visiting hospitals. But just imagine so many people who are not even able to sleep properly, course, even in this age it can happen. But if we really want to make best of our abilities, our good fortune, then there is no way but to understand where to keep our faith so that we can be successful. Now, I might ask questions in the middle. Please don't think that it's a school and it's a teacher and it's nothing like that. I'm asking questions so that it can become more lively. Ice what we may have, or thinking that I am great, I know a lot. No, I don't know. I can openly say, but when we are talking, we will know a lot of things. So the first question: who wants to be successful? Who knows what is to be successful?
Second question, पहले
अरे चलो पानी अच्छा you are lighter ना inner lighter. Who knows what it is to be successful? You can be free. We'll not charge any
Subject
penalty.
for everyone.
Huh?
To be successful is matter of subject for everyone. I mean, one
No,
finds
speak about yourself.
myself when I'm mentally at peace and successful.
When you are peaceful, when you are successful, and you achieved or not.
Yeah.
So you already
So
successful.
not that's what, not completely. It's a continuous process of being there, I guess,
Okay. To be mentally peaceful is success. But to be
for me.
others,
To be fearless is my success.
to be fearless, he is reaching success. Anyone else?
To be successful is having a peaceful life continuously.
Okay. Like she said, we can group now some answers. What it is to be successful?
To be happy, to make others happy.
To be happy, to make others happy.
This is success.
Very, very good answer. I mean, count by Karodpati, you get already 1 crore. But this was 100 rupees.
Don't go under the
We can. For you, what is success? Be fully dependent on Krishna. That is success.
Spiritually speaking or materialistically, or both?
I don't know what you want.
Yes.
Personally me,
I'm asking you, what is
developing pure love, Krishna Prema and Vaishnava Prema, pure love for devotees of Krishna.
so love? Achieving love is success. Yes, Madhuri?
Contentment. When I content with something, then I feel, okay, now I am success in this situation or particular thing.
You mean satisfaction from what you do?
Yes, yeah, satisfaction. Yeah, sometimes like when we do some spiritual things also. When we are not, when I'm not contented or satisfied, then I think, oh, I have to do more. I have to do more.
So until what you have set, you have not reached, is still way to go to success. But that is the question now. What is that? What is that end goal you have as success? Then what is that?
My contentment.
But your contentment at the end or in the beginning or in the process?
At the end.
At the end. So until then you are not successful.
Yeah, something is remaining.
Something is lacking.
Yeah.
You said already? Yeah. You all ask questions. I'm asking question answer.
He is already successful.
Yeah, I think it changes from time to time the destination. We following the instructions of Guru, Spiritual Master as they are.
And tomorrow it will change again.
No, I mean, past, previous years it was different.
So you're saying success for you is relative,
It's not related,
but you're saying nothing changes.
they're not related, but saying
Definition is changing.
definition.
Evolving.
Like when we were kid, yes, definition of success was different at that time. So when we grow, it changes, but yeah, it's not related. Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, we are.
Now, what is for you to be successful?
It is evolving. So at some point in time, we define, okay, this is what I want. We get that, and then we raise the bar or we change the course. We say, okay, this is not I wanted something else.
In other words, are you saying that you don't know what is to be successful?
Yes, probably we don't know what is, I don't know what is the ultimate success. Yeah. We always like achieve those. And most of the time,
Because
Please.
same, Ambika Mataji was also saying same thing.
yeah,
Something as a goal that could become contentment, then it's success. But the goal again will be something new.
right.
And again, once she achieves that, she again will be content. And in that way,
And then in the course of the things, sometimes we feel, okay, now I'm happy with that.
so, yeah,
It's also a success.
for example, doing finishing PhD is a success.
It's a difficult task.
That success gives more happiness. What is more difficult? Why I'm asking this is that to activate all of us, that we are really, really here. This question has very less to do what we will continue to discuss. But you can still connect it. Yeah, I won't say that it's totally independent. Because as some of you already said that we all want to be happy. And when we are happy, we say that this is success. Right? Common, whatever that goal you have set, A, B, C, relative, subjective, all these terms, ultimately is what once you are happy, then you are successful. If you are not happy, you will always say, hey, there's still something to do.
Yeah.
And that is what is the lack of the whole picture.
In that unhappiness or failure, when you feel contentment, it is something different, and that needs a lot of practice and years. And even then, in any situation, you can set yourself at mentally peaceful level.
So what you're saying is accepting a failure also is success.
Happily. Definitely, because accepting failure, many people go into depression, frustration, and then that affects family life, everything. In negative and such kind of situations, when you get stability with thoughts, success. So success is a continuous, it doesn't have one particular goal. Nobody is happy once they achieve success, because once they are successful, they set new success.
But then we should have so many versions of Bhagavad Gita. Why only one? If success is a subjective thing, there should also be so many Bhagavad Gita. Definitely there is only one success. But the problem is,
I think many times, like or most of the time, we relate to success in terms of material things. So that's why it is ever
he
evolving.
had a plan. He has two successes, material success, spiritual success, and he wants to work on both the boards.
Success cannot be two, I think.
Yeah, I think it has to be one.
Who's-
We are
who's
one.
the-
The problem with this approach is if you are successful spiritually, materially, you are screwed up. If you are materially successful, you are spiritually screwed up. Because you don't know what is what.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, but when we have such a perspective of two worlds, then always we'll have this, right? Just imagine who is a great devotee here? Raise your hand.
All of us are
No, but
very
वैसे तो
different,
शर्माते
like,
थोड़ी।
the way they
the way they want to worship and the way they want to speak to God, they are all straight to God. That's what
Say again. I didn't understand.
the way each person perceives worship, they are the best in their worship. Everybody are true devotees in their own perceiving things of God.
Osama bin Laden, do you watch for him?
I don't know what is his way of worship.
No, he was right. He has a gun. He has worship. Everyone if don't believe God, then he was killing. You have to be very careful when we generalize the point. How can we say everyone is great devotee? Osama bin Laden, in his perspective, could be great devotee, but for us, we know what it is. Or I don't know.
Yeah.
You have a point?
I don't know, maybe I have not taken Osama in my sample space at all.
That's why we are saying everyone we should be very careful with everyone.
Maybe she meant in the room.
My sample space is very less with people like this, so I was thinking only of that.
That's why this book is so wonderful. It gives everyone in the space. So anyway, why I was asking this is a person who is a great devotee, he doesn't care if materially he is screwed up. If one is, as you said, a great devotee that who has complete absorption, complete faith in Lord, he has nothing to worry if he is not earning money, if his business is screwed up, no problem. Very happy, right? Because he was always his world is spiritual world, nothing else. No problem with material. He knows, as you said, he'll be happy if material is screwed up. And a materialist, he doesn't care if today is Kartik or not. For him, if his business is running, he's happy. Of course, a businessman in Kartik makes more money because so many devotees are there to buy. More customers, more money. But he is happy. He doesn't care whether his spiritual assets are growing or not. He has no tension. He has no tension. People who are in the middle with putting feet on two boats, one is going to the spiritual, other is going to material, and after some time they go far. You don't know where he will fall. At least I think sometimes I becoming too much devotional. What will happen? When we become too much devotional, right?
That question, Prabhuji, we were always thinking, how can we manage? This is very difficult to answer ourselves.
So people who are in the middle have this question.
Very true.
When someone is really very devotional, he will never think that he is devotional. He's always thinking that I'm not devotional. I have to improve. I have to improve. So that means he is not devotional still. It's a,
I think there are two modes.
Yeah.
We want to successfully and spiritually as well.
We want everything.
I think we are not into boats.
We are like
We are
Arjuna, how do
thinking we are into boats, but we are not.
He's
We are
confused.
only one boat, and that is spiritual.
Krishna is trying to clarify.
This is very nice. No? He's saying, just like Arjun, we are all confused.
So he says finally, Ma Suchaha. That means don't feel sad, don't feel worried, don't have a sorrow. Sarvadharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. I am the only person you trust. Sarvadharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Aham Tva Sarva Papebhyo. I will take care of you, get rid of you from all the sins.
Moksha Ishyami Moksha.
Mahasuchaha.
He's saying, I will give liberation from all. The reason why we are interested in material is not because we like material. Of course, it comes to. But we say that okay, अगर material comfort नहीं रहेगा तो spiritual काम करेंगे. We have proper food, if you have proper house, if you have proper everything, then only I will be able to do japa properly. Then only I can read Bhagavad Gita properly. Then only I can sing Kirtan properly. But what is the material comfort? That material comfort we don't know. We are confused.
I think Prabhu, the thing is, till the time a person like me doesn't develop full faith and full surrender to Krishna, this material attachment is there because we think we have to manage it by ourselves. But for people maybe like you and other great devotees who are fully surrendered, they don't really worry that much because they know Krishna will anyways arrange the materialistic if Krishna wants for them.
What is the factor there? What is the difference between devotees and us? What is the
Again,
difference?
Trust and
the
trust.
faith that
I
you
mean, faith and how much percentage you are surrendered to Krishna.
Again, faith. So wherever we start, we will end up with one important requirement, that is faith. If you don't have the faith in the right thing in the right time, then we are a loser. If you want to be successful, this is first definition. We should have faith in the right thing at the right time. It doesn't matter. People usually say, "Na, spirituality is after 50 years, 60 years, or after my kids have studied, they have left." It's just like a cow which cannot give milk. If I give it to you, what is the use? It's only burden. A cow is really useful when it can really give milk, and then with that milk I can sustain myself. This is the age, if you see, this is the right age. And if you do not give interest and spend to understand where to keep our faith, we will be soon losers. We can be more optimistic, and I can say that by Krishna's mercy, at the age of 70, some great person will shower mercy like rain. Then we will be successful, but the probability we don't. So we have to work out our ways so that we can develop that faith. Otherwise, what will happen? Ram Raghav Prabhu will say, "Hey, after when our age is 70, then Ram Raghav Prabhu will say, come to temple, Charna." Hey, what are you talking? I don't pay. That is the starting of the session for now. Yeah. Where Ram Raghav Prabhu was saying, okay, how can we develop such a faith? What is this faith actually? On what should we have faith? Because we all want to be successful. If we all want to be successful, there is no other way other than understanding this very important principle that we should come to this faith. And then about faith, yeah, Ram Raghav Prabhu was saying, can we select a verse from Bhagavad Gita on which we can then sing? And the whole Bhagavad Gita, you see, the whole chapter 17 is dedicated on faith. Interestingly, this 17th chapter is coming before 18th chapter, where 18th chapter is giving all the conclusions. What is success? What is ultimate success? As you mentioned, Sarva Dharma Parijnanam Mamekam Sharanam. Give up everything and surrender to me. How can we do it? What does it mean to surrender? Surrender itself is such a thing. We think it's very, very cheap. Great devotees like you may surrender very easily.
takes a lot of courage.
Yes, yeah. In Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, it means like as if like cutting our neck and handing over. Do we have such faith?
It's Chita Prajna, that's the word. Krishna uses that. You are not disturbed. The trust of the surrender is reflected that is it raining or snowing or summer or winter. I lost my property, I lost job, I lost money, I have gained everything. Now all those positions I'm unshaken and then be there because it's all goes to the body and not to the soul. And the soul is actually surrendered to Krishna.
Yeah. Yes, but how to have faith on it?
How to have?
How to have faith in that?
It's a complete belief and surrender.
Yeah, again, how to have that belief and how to have that surrender.
That complete surrender is very challenging because it's easy to say. For
Yeah.
example, if I have cancer, God forbid, if I have cancer, it's easy to say I'm not this body. But I know how if the body is suffering, you are so much connected to it. It's difficult to just forget that you are not this body.
So in Kali Yuga, that's where, like Prabhuji says, this Divya Namas and then the bhajans and then the kirtans are the only way to build the trust, confidence, and belief into the Almighty. That actually gives us the fearless, the mind actually. So otherwise, what happens is, the rest of the things always distract us. Be it is television or it is, people around us also. So if you see that in all the yugas, how we progress this, somewhere Hatha Yoga where you sit and do meditation or penance for years together, you don't feel hungry or everything. But as the yugas progresses, when it comes to Kali Yuga, lot of distractions around us actually not making us to focus or not making us to believe. If I surrender to Krishna, will he save me? The question itself should not come. So to eradicate that, only what he says in this Gita also, right? You chant my name, that is the best way to get rid of us.
Yeah. You're saying the conclusions because you have faith. We're talking about that first step before having the faith. Right? I mean, after we have faith, faith is also something like it's not a 0 or 1. It's like I don't have faith or I have faith. It's not like that. It is in the middle. Some are at a grade of 10, some are at a grade of 20, some are at 50, some are at 90. And depending on one's faith, one is acting, doing things, and based on that is getting the result. And because of that result, again he is having faith, because faith is a very dynamic thing. It's not that okay, the faith is, I mean, the example usually I give is about, we know this common balance, this common balance, right? So you have a 1 kilo stone on this side, and you have a cover here, and then you are putting sugar, and you want to balance. Until what time you will put sugar? Until the sugar becomes 1 kilo. Very simple balance. Our life is not so simple. Our life is similar to driving a bicycle. Driving a bicycle means that we have to balance ourselves, that if we don't fall, we have to pedal, we have to steer, and at the same time we have to see the traffic. At the same time we have to see what surface is below, is it sandy or skiddy or flat or high and all. So among all these circumstances, we have to continuously balance. That's what we call dynamic. Balancing very faith now. That's not everything. From that faith, when we do something, we get result. And with that result, we either strengthen our faith on what we believe, or we start distrusting the faith what we believe. Isn't it? Very simple, irrespective of spirituality. This is what we are doing. How do I trust you? Because I have seen you. I asked you one thing, you did it properly. I have faith. I asked you again something, you have again did properly, consistently done 10 times, and then I have more and more faith. And then in that way, this faith is getting more and more strong. Isn't it? I think this is how we have built, right? When we go to a barber shop, of course, not ladies, but gents, we know what we do. Are we scared of what will the guy will cut the neck? No. We have faith. We tried. He didn't cut the throat. So we go there again. Or we see someone is coming back, so we go again.
So, Prabhuji, but after a stage, for example, for your devotee, is it fixed?
What is not
The faith.
No. Faith has to continuously keep increasing. Just like how the happiness is increasing unlimitedly, the faith has to increase unlimitedly. Otherwise, the happiness quota will be. The more and more trust you have, the more and more fearless you are. Someone was saying, no, to be fearless is a goal. Who said that? Why you want to be fearless? So that you can be happy. Vedanta Sutra saying, all of us want to be happy. There is no question. Even if a madman is doing some mad thing, he wants to be happy. For us, it might look stupid, but he is doing because we want to be. He's getting happiness. Just like we see that when it's eating filth, it's getting happiness. Otherwise, it would have just ran out of that and come out and behave disciplined like all of us. Pig happily enjoys. Why? Because every being, we are not talking about humans, we are talking about every being. Yeah, this is what Vedanta Sutra is saying. This means this essence of all the Vedas. And one of the conclusion is that we are all pleasure seeking. Pleasure seeking. And how? Not static, not like sugar and it's like dynamic. Every moment, even now, we are looking for happiness. But who are we? We don't know. We are looking at happiness, but who are we? When once Prabhupada asked a boy, can you say what is this? The boy said, it's my hand. And he was asking, what is this? He said, it's my leg, it's my face. Then he said, where are you? This turning question. If I am saying I am, this is my hand, my, where is that I? It should be somewhere. It's not like this crocodile and monkey story where the heart is kept somewhere. It is inside us. But the thing is that we have identified ourselves so much with this body, that's why we think that this body itself is me. Just imagine if you open our wardrobe, I don't know, then there are so many dresses. Hang. Are we saying this is Subhash? I'm saying this is Subhash. No, I'm saying this is my dress. When we have such a great clarity that that is dress, we don't have such a clarity that this is my dress. And when I don't know who I am, then there is a question of success. Isn't it? When we don't know who we are, there is no question of what we need. That's why we think that success is that, as you were saying, subjective. That subjectivity is coming because we are identifying ourselves subjectively like that. But in reality, it's not like that. We are spirit soul. There is no question. There is no question. There is nothing like, okay, for you it is body, for me it is soul. For both of us, it is the soul. How to prove it? Very simple. When the soul leaves, the body is dead. For both, for everyone. As soon as the spirit is gone, the body is dead. Whether it's a dog or a dog eater or a hog and every being. So that is the science that Bhagavad Gita gives. And can we have faith in the Gita? Very simple. When we read and apply, the faith starts increasing and increasing and increasing. Of course, after 40 days, if we try and if it doesn't work, give up. For 40 days, at least let's try. Just given a figurative 40 days, but whatever. A solid, fully absorbed reading of Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the definition of faith. Now we are talking about the real formal terminology. Of course, we can look up dictionary, Oxford Dictionary, or so many dictionaries which tells what is faith. Faith means belief. Faith means religion. Faith means confidence. Faith means surrender. Someone said faith means reasoning. So many definitions are there. And similarly, in Sanskrit, faith means Shraddha. And what is Shraddha? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling to Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, he is saying, Shraddha Shraddhe, Vishwasa Kale, Sudha Nishchaya, Krishna Bhakti Kale, Sarva Karma, Krita Kale. Now, this might look like, okay, very Vaishnavic terminology. Shraddha is, now everyone with me because this is the definition. So, definition cannot be perspective. Shraddha is confident, firm faith that by rendering transcendental loving service to Krishna, one automatically performs all subsidiary activities. Such faith is favorable to the discharge of devotional service. So, what faith can lead to success is this definition. It's not okay, faith, right? Faith can be generated. If I have faith in a share market, on some share, I might win or lose. There's so much. But here, this is a definition which is saying, if I have faith in this, then I will be successful. Why? Because that is the faith which gives us qualification to become great devotee. As you said, when we want to be great devotees or we want to be at least devotees, what do we need? We need to do devotional service. Only when we do devotional service, then only we will become devotees. And how to do it? Then we have faith. And in faith in what? Or a very specific thing. When we have such faith, then only it will work. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu defines Shraddha as firm faith by rendering transcendental service to Krishna. One automatically performs all subsidiary activities. The problem we have is one single pointed faith in one thing is very difficult. That's why what we do, share, when we are investing in share, are we putting in only one? No, we put in 10. एक गया तो दूसरा उठाएगा.
Risk management.
Isn't it? When we think that okay, this is, I don't know. Come on. If I had such a great faith, I would already be in some other world. Because I don't have faith, that's why I'm here. Let me distribute my faith in 10 things so that a good businessman strategy. Shastras say that if one is putting faith in so many things, it means he is faithless. Because he has no faith in one thing, which means faithless. So till now, whatever we are doing, it means we thought we had faith in it, but actually we didn't have full faith. Because we had always doubt in that. That's why we are faithless. Getting?
To full faith, to develop full faith, it's also, I mean,
When we have patience and tolerance, we can try. If we have no choice,
choice the body.
because we have choice, that's why we are struggling. Because so many things are there. Put in real estate, put in mutual fund, put in insurance, put so many things are there. Why are we investing in that? Because we want that assurance. Yeah. If you have so much faith in Krishna, you would just put only in Krishna. But then I mean, this what I want to say is that okay, I'm not saying that we should not invest in all these things because we took some responsibility in our life. We have to stabilize ourselves and everything. But again, we have to see the balance. Are we doing over endeavor? Are we doing endeavoring? Over endeavoring is something that we are doing more than required. Endeavoring without doing that, we can't maintain. So we have to see where is that bar. But again, coming back to faith, not business. It is said that this is the verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Kava karmani purvati purvita. So purvita na nirvidyeta yayata mat katha shravanadav ya jadha yavan na jayate. As long as one is not saturated by fruitive activity and has not awakened his taste for devotional service. So this is about all of us here who do not have taste for Shravanam, Kirtanam. What should we do? Ultimately, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said ultimately, if you have such a highest taste of only doing devotional service, you don't have to do anything else. As you said, Krishna will take care of everything. But what about people who are not yet there? In Bhagavatam it is said, as long as you don't have such thing, one has to act according to the regulative principles of Vedic intelligence. So one has to follow dharma. When there are rules and regulations, sadhana. Through sadhana, we can come to that stage where we, I mean, this is your question, no? How to come to that one focus, single pointed focus, how to get that? We can get when we do this. That is the reason we need these regulative principles and following all these things. Why? It is not because it's a fancy thing. It's not a cool thing. Just imagine getting up morning early and doing all the japa, doing all DT work. How difficult it is. Very difficult. Why are we doing this? So that one day will come. Because of this whole process, we start developing that faith that Krishna, you are everything. Until then, we have to have patience and continue with this process. And that's why it is said, Adav Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti. So these are the stages. When we want this prem, right? We all want love. Someone was saying, happiness. How can we get happiness? So that when we experience love, if someone is really loving us, then we will be happy. How can we get that prem? It starts from Shraddha. When we have faith, that faith will give us the basic requirement to invest our time in the association of devotees. This is what this is. Out of many millions of wandering living entities, one who is very fortunate gets an opportunity to associate with the bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Krishna. By the mercy of both Krishna and the spiritual master, such a person receives the seed of creeper of devotional service. So if we want to be really, if our journey has to really start, that seed has to come in. Until then, this body is just like a burning candle. It's burning means whatever that wax we have, whatever that life we have, it's already burning. It is said that our life is compared to holding sand in our hand. How much can we hold that sand doesn't fall? There is always some gap and it keeps falling. And it says out of many millions of such wandering, Brahmande Brahmati Kona Bhagyavan Jiva, who is that fortunate person among whole Brahmand, so many universes, who is that one person? Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Latavi, one who gets that seed in the heart. What is the seed? The seed is not anarthas, not greed, not envy, not illusion. All these 6 anarthas, these are anyway there. We want that seed through which we can connect ourselves to the spiritual world. That is the Bhakti Lata, Bhakti Creeper. And it is so nice in scriptures, it is said Bhakti Lata, which is a creeper. The creeper needs support. After the seed starts sprouting, it needs support because, and what is the support? Regulative principles. Yama, Niyama, Asana. Even if you take Ashtanga Yoga also, there is this Yama Niyama is talking about the rules and regulations, how we can lead. And then, with that, we can become such a fortunate person. An example, we very well know about Narada Muni. Who knows Narada Muni or who do not know? Knows. Knows. All of us know. Do we know who was Narada in his previous life? Yeah, who knows can say?
He was son of a Sudra woman, and he was serving the Brahmana saints and all, and Narada was also serving them.
Say again.
He was the son of a Sudra woman.
Yeah,
Sevika.
he was serving.
And he was serving the Rishi Munis and all the saints. And
very carefully this word. When we are saying they are not ordinary Rishi Munis, they are Bhakti Vedantas. Okay. That is more important. They are Vaishnavas. What happened was there was Chaturmas. You know this Chaturmas, right? 4 months when mainly rainy season where travel is not so conducive and a lot of bhaktas they do devotion. Once what happened is there were few Vedantists, means they are Munis, but not Munis who sit in meditation for hours together, years together and do meditation. No, they speak about Vedanta. They understand the Bhakti philosophy and they were propounding Bhakti philosophy. They came to the ashram where Narada Muni's mother, who is a maid servant, she was there. At that time, what she was doing, she was arranging food for them. And not only that, but then these remnants of the food, usually we lost that culture when great people come and when we serve them, when the remnants are there, when we eat that, that is a great supremacy. Nowadays, we just pack everything into it. And dogs are so fortunate, sometimes I feel they get to eat such great remnants. And in that way, Narada Muni, he used to get opportunity to eat that remnants. Then next life he became. He is Shakti Avesh Avatar of the Lord. Narada Muni. Incarnation, just incarnation of the Lord means not an ordinary thing. And how it happened? Just by taking the remnants of the Bhakti Vedanta. So in that way we see out of many millions, one will get such opportunity. How? By the mercy of Guru Krishna Prasad. Only when these things happen, our faith will start increasing. Until then we think, okay, what is happening? And then Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema, Sadhya Kabu Naya, Shravanadi Suddha Siddha Kare Udaya. What is considered great fortune? Usually this is a very important question. Hamara bhagya kya hai, kab aayega? It will be then when our dormant devotional service to Krishna is awakened. Dormant devotional service to Krishna is within everyone. Simply by associating with devotees, hearing their good instructions and chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, dormant love for Krishna is awakened. In this way, one acquires the seed of devotional service. Guru Krishna Prasadepaya Bhakti Lata. This is so. How can we get that? How can we be successful? How can we start our journey? Is by associating with devotees. That's why Adau Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha. Just imagine you have some faith in something. How long can we carry with that? If you are alone, after some time people will say, hey, no, drinking red wine is good for heart. You don't know? You know? You know or you don't know?
I knew, but now I'm forgetting.
Then why are you leaving? Isn't it? I mean, they are crazy, yeah? People, red wine is such a great thing. I don't know. And anyway, when we have little faith in bhakti, if we are all alone, we cannot advance too much. We have to have people together who are discussing the same. Manmana Bhava Bhaktya. And the devotees come, and when they are discussing about the katha, then what is happening is this faith is becoming stronger and stronger. Because when I don't see example of a successful devotee, will I become a devotee? There is no question, right? I have not seen great devotees.
Okay, I have one doubt. So when we explained about Katha, about Narada, isn't it his good karma that he became Narada?
Yeah, good fortune, not the karma.
Good fortune.
Good fortune.
Good fortune. So, is bhakti also something that you will receive, or the opportunity to have a faith also? Is it something related to our good karma?
Good fortune is to be in association of devotees. So there is something we can do. We don't have to sit back and just wait for it. It's not that the Bhakti Vedantis come to our house and we are feeding them and eating them. When we really ask them, then they will come.
Yeah.
So there is also something we do and then we get it. So we should have faith in this principle. By inviting them, we get good fortune. That's why we have this. For example, now Ram Raghav Prabhu has invited. Why? Especially in Kartik. Because he sees that this is such a great opportunity when all of us come together, we can have a great fortune. when we are hearing Katha, when we are singing Kirtan, when we are having darshan, when we are doing Arati, all these things will enhance our faith. Why? Because these are too abstract. If I eat sweet, my sugar levels increase. That is very clear. But when I'm doing Arati, I'm able to see what is result coming. Only when we hear. When we hear on the basis of Praman, then the faith will. Yeah, that's the way how we progress in this faith business. If you don't have faith, okay, now coming to this question. I think Tuesday someone was asking in the class that, okay, if we are doing, do we really need to know why we are doing? Do we really need to know the reason behind it when we are doing? Well, if we, the example given is that if I am working under an expert, we know this, right? In ITI, in India, we have this course called ITI, not IIT. IIT people are experts, and ITI people just follow what the experts say, and they are also successful. This is what happens when we are not understanding the whole science behind it, but nevertheless, when we have an expert who is telling, by doing it, we can get the result. But what will happen? How long do we want to be like that? Just imagine you are that IIT expert. You are gone somewhere, and if I have to do myself, if I have to do something new, I can't do it. So that's why we say that blind faith can still do the job. Job can be done, but it's not recommended. Why? Because you cannot have a perseverance for a very long time. You cannot go in that. Yeah, we know how much the IIT guy is paid, how much the ITI guy is paid. There's a huge difference. Why? Because the expertise when we don't have, we are always in doubt, and that doubt can always break our faith. When the faith is broken, then we can't do it. Just imagine on fine day when it is Amavasya and there is a heavy rain and electric pole. Yeah, the wire is broken, and now the ITI guy has to go and fix alone. ITI guy can fix it. He knows what is red wire, what is yellow wire, what is blue wire. When to switch phase once, or also because he knows, he studied it. So that's why faith. There are two faiths. One is Komala Shraddha. Komal Shraddha means, as some of you may come from music background, Komals were very low. Very, very faint or weak or thin faith. Whatever I'm now telling, you may have thin faith in me. But then when you are hearing regularly, applying it, when you're gathering your experience and realizations, then what is happening? This dim faith is started to increase more and more. Just imagine you are flying by Air Vistara. You always have, as soon as the flight comes up, it's a new airlines. What will happen? Is the pilot experienced or not? No, still, anyway, what can I do? Whether he is experienced or not, I'm inside. But if it is Lufthansa, even if it comes down, we think, okay, some guarantee is there. So this very important point is association is the key. This association, without association, it's very difficult. And now the association is divided into three. Association in the mode of goodness, association in the mode of passion, association in the mode of ignorance. And now, because there are different kinds of people, was the view, right? We cannot say everyone is equal. Depending on what conditioning one is, his activities are same, according to that. And if we associate with them, we will also start identifying ourselves with them. And because we start identifying with them, we want to be number one in that also. This human tendency, right? Who want to be last? I want to be the first. even if it is in the mode of ignorance. This is what they say. In the Olympic podium, there will be 1, 2, and 3. I want to be 1, try to be 2, or at least 3. In the mode of passion, ignorance, wherever. Mafia means Don means I should be number 1 Don. If it is Gunda, I want to be number 1 Gunda. Why? Because people recognize number 1. Number 2, we don't even care. Number 3, forget. Even he will not appreciate why I came 3. And that's why in this Srimad Bhagavatam, in Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 17, let's find the verses here already. Yeah, Shraddha, I mean, on the basis of Shraddha, there are these verses when you are asking on the. A faithful man who is dedicated to transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses is eligible to achieve such knowledge, and having achieved it, he quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. Who was asking for peace? This is the point. Who wants peace? You, right? Yes, I remember you and you. Now, what is the secret? Again, I read. A faithful man who is dedicated to transcendental knowledge in Vedic scriptures and who subdues his senses is eligible to achieve such success, such knowledge, and having achieved it, he quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. So the secret for peace is that to gain that knowledge. What is that knowledge? Knowledge is, we can't acquire knowledge without faith. Just imagine Bhagavad Gita is there, if one is reading 1 to 10 or 1 to 15, 1 to 16, 1 to 18 chapters also. No faith. What are we going to get? That's why it says apply break. What is that? Usually we very quickly reject, right? This doesn't fit my equation. I don't accept it. This Gita or some other book, we just these are one more book. I don't have time. Or after reading 5 pages, no, this Gita doesn't fit me. Reject. And Krishna is already saying, I mean, what is the mood one should read Bhagavad Gita is, he says, don't be in the mode of rejection from beginning. After reading everything, if it doesn't make sense, then you can reject. That's why 40 days, you can have a target. 3rd of December is Gita Jayanti. If someone really wants to read, I don't know how many copies we have here. You have already? Yeah. Please take them, read them, and see. You can see ourselves what it makes. And people who already have book, how many times have we read? Have you read at least once, twice? It's not that, okay, I have it in my shelf, I read it once. It's not a novel that we read once and it's done. We can read again and again and again and again. The more number of times we read, the better realization we can get. And what will it do? It will increase our faith. Shraddhavan, Anasuyascha. This is very important. Asuya. Shraddhavan means one should not have envy. Not non-vegetarians. We are talking about envy, jealous. When we have jealous or when we have envy, one who listens with faith and without envy becomes free from sinful reactions and attains to the auspicious planet where the fire is dwell. And in that way, here we again see the importance of to achieve faith, to be successful. What qualities we should have? At least not envy. At least not envy. Hey, you are a great devotee. Envy. I'm great, not you. How can you be great? With that, we can't achieve anything. We appreciate how great he is. We appreciate how where we are. That way we can really benefit from Bhagavad Gita. It's not like, okay, if someone is exalted and that person, yeah, we can approach him, yeah, and then he can guide us more, that we can go more deeper, because this is what I usually refer this verse. Tadvitti Pratipatena, Pariprashnena Sevaya, Upadeshyati Jnanam Jnaninas Tattvadarshana. Who has seen the truth only can give us the truth. No? Then we make this big mistake. If I want something, I just go 10 places. Why to go 10 places? Go to one place where it's authentic. We are not so super intelligent to decide what is right, what is wrong. Best thing is, take, what is it called? Helpline. What is the helpline? Take the support of Bhagavad Gita and understand everything. And because we can't straight away understand, then we take support of people who have understood it. That way we will be successful. It goes across. Men in the mode of, this is again coming to the 17th chapter. I'm just telling. Men in the mode of goodness worship the demigods. Those in the mode of passion worship the demons. And those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. So depending on what is our consciousness level, accordingly we worship. And those who are in the mode of Suddha Sattva, they worship Almighty, Supreme Lord, Supreme Person of God, with only one focus. Not like, okay, let me take support, upadhis, support of everything, because I think, okay, maybe Krishna might be very busy. He has so many girlfriends, he has so many affairs. So I don't have so much confidence that Krishna can save. Have you seen Krishna coming when you cry? You say, I will never cry. My parents made all this happy. Yes. Have you seen Krishna? Prabhupada was asked often this question. Did you see Krishna? Prabhupada said yes.
Prabhupada.
Yeah, but we are followers of Prabhupada. So we are able to see Krishna. We are able to see the hand of Krishna in everything what happens. When we are fortunate that we are getting association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we may even see Krishna directly like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So many, we see Goswamis. Goswamis, they could see Radharani, they could see Krishna. When we become their servants, why can't we see? But we don't have faith.
Krishna. Bhagwan, we are talking English. So,
English to follow.
English of course. So, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. He is a personality, right? You are saying if we have faith, and full faith, then maybe there is a chance that we can see him. But why can't we?
No, I'm saying we are able to see even now.
I don't see. Physically, the personality.
What is physically and what is mental? What is mental physical?
Personally.
You are seeing now. You can't see Krishna face to face. Now it's a question.
It's a picture.
It's a picture. See properly.
If you ask atheist or
It's a picture of who?
Shri Krishna.
So it's Krishna's picture.
So, like this girl Sweeter touched me. I want to feel him. I want him to touch me.
Who's stopping you?
I don't know. Something is
You can touch. You can touch.
I can touch. Why can't he touch?
He's touching. He's touching everything.
For example, Prabhu, you said it's very difficult to get a birthday in the morning and do our sadhana. But to increase our faith, my question is to increase our faith. If he gives a physical touch to us, physical presence, it can increase the faith. For example, to go
If you don't have faith, even if you touch, what is that you can understand?
थोड़ा बढ़ जाएगा.
क्या बढ़ेगा? कैसे पता चलेगा भगवान ने टच किया है?
सामने होंगे. Have you been in front?
भगवान बोलेगा मैं खुद भगवान हूँ, मैं तुमको टच कर रहा हूँ, you have faith in it. You say, hey, कोई ड्रामा वाला होगा.
In Dwapar Yuga, when Bhagwan himself was there, people were not recognizing him as a god. They were saying, "Oh, he's Gwala, he's just some chore."
We can understand his presence through his, like, when he gives us his mercy.
Can't you get his perception, feeling when Hava is touching your skin, right? Where is it coming? What is it actually? Krishna. You want him to touch, he touched you.
There were so many stories saying that one boat is in middle of the ocean and the guy is stuck in that boat and he was praying for the Lord Krishna. And there
Is it only air purifier? Yes. No air.
aeroplane and the captain came to save him, but he said that okay, Krishna come and save him.
Yeah.
You have to think that Krishna came in the form of that. He said in that form. That is a perception.
So,
Wow.
if we have a problem with our faith, so Jogi, Surya has come, you have closed your eyes. Surya is holding chocolate. He's saying, I am there, Papa. But you didn't see. So you have to awaken. We have to awaken our divine senses. Very simple. To measure temperature, what will you use? To measure pressure, what will you use? You are not good at science.
Pressure.
You use parameter. To measure the length, what will you use? What are you using?
To measure length, inch tape.
Inch tape. So everything has a tool. To perceive the presence of the Lord, there is also some. Just like how material things you are able to measure with material things, spiritual things also we need spiritual things. And the senses, we have to awaken our spiritual senses. When we can awaken our spiritual senses, we can see. Someone was saying, there was in US, when Prabhupada was in US, someone was asking how to know what God wants. Then someone came to Prabhupada and he was saying, just we close our eyes and then we meditate and then we get some signal and with that signal we will do it. Prabhupada said simply ask Krishna. You don't have to guess, you don't have to get in his plans and all those things. Why? Because they are able to see Krishna. Why? Because they have faith. Because they have surrendered so much that Krishna is interacting. That's what we saw yesterday when we were reading Prabhupada Lilamrita. Yeah? Prabhupada was at 72 age. He had a stroke, heart stroke. You could see Krishna. Now, do we have faith in that? So it is our problem. If Prabhupada is able to see Krishna, that is all perfect. But if I am not able to have faith, that is my problem. How to develop that faith? When we see how Prabhupada has dedicated his life and how Prabhupada has every moment spent for Krishna and how he was blessed by Krishna, we can see how close Prabhupada is to the Lord. Same, right? All these are normal. It's logic. Yeah? It's not really something very different. Even in our own life, we do the same thing. How to understand, how to develop our faith. I don't know. I mean, if it answered your question.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, did Krishna touch you now? Yes? No? See, you don't have that faith. We still don't have that faith that the air is Krishna. We still don't have faith that this body, which is made of material, is indeed Krishna's energy. So usually this is common question. Na? People usually ask, "Hey, Bhagwan ko dikhao mujhe." Agar tum Bhagwan ho to dikhao. Krishna say, "Hey, he has given divine eyes to whom?" Sanjay. He could see. He was many kilometers away from Krishna. He could see Krishna. So now we pray to the Lord. Please give that divine eyes so that I can see. Until then, I can only see His favor. Because Krishna is saying that I am So yeah, I am a well-wisher of everyone. So he is well-wisher, so everything is happening. So we can see him in his deeds that he is giving us. We cannot say because I have earned, that's why I am in Germany. No, is it that? You think no. I bought the ticket, I came, I took the flight. Where is the Lord there? Both there. You know what is the population in India? Not everyone came here. Why only you would come? गलती बोलेगा तो गलती वापस भेज देगा। सुन रहे हैं?
वो जानते हैं पहले से।
रिकॉर्डिंग हो रहा है।
सब जानते हैं, पहले से जानते हैं।
How can he know? Because he is inside you. I don't know. I mean, this is answer to your question. As we already got into questions, any more questions or comments? Anything anyone wants to add? Prabhu, how do you speak? Did I speak something sensible, make sense?
This is the first time I'm attending such event. So, but at least I like the definition of faith you mentioned.
Scriptures, that if it would have been mine, it would have been subjective. There is so better go to scripture and then we pick it from there. And the urgency to have faith, that is more important. I feel more that is important because at this age itself we are struggling to sit for more than 1 hour. I don't know what will happen after 10 years. Some facility will be there, material advancement, some facility will be there. But we don't want to just lie and sit. कथा अरे बहुत अच्छा है लेकिन क्या कर पाऊंगा? ना पैर काम करेगा ना हाथ काम करेंगे. So we don't want to be in that pity condition where we are at the mercy of the Lord that some guy will come and take us on his shoulder and show us all, do us for us. Yeah, any questions? How did you find? Hope the perspective is more focused.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see a question.
So maybe that Osama is still stuck in my mind.
Yes. See that. It was very revolutionary.
No, yeah, but I kind of couldn't still take the fact from my mind that everybody has their own perception of things.
Yeah.
I don't know what this means for let's leave the side.
Everyone could see that he is a great devotee, but the reality is always there.
Yes, that's
That is the point.
maybe that's where I am not able to find the distinction. Yes, that's why I'm.
We appreciate the greatness of devotees. That's not a problem.
Yes,
But we have to appreciate the greatness of great devotees.
yes, that's true.
That is the difference. Because otherwise, what will happen is we are part of the problem. If someone is creating a problem, and if we say that he is a great devotee, we'll also put in the same jail where he is put. Right? Someone is most wanted. If I say he is great devotee, then people will catch me and put me in jail. उस समय में तो मिलेगा नहीं. हम मिल गए. हमको डाल. Sometimes this generalizing can be very, very tricky. Because sometimes we, I mean, not only in this context, sometimes what we do is we generalize a thing, and we say most of the thing it works. No, there is no guarantee. As long as it is backed up by Shastra, as long as it is backed up, people say, we say that everything is one. No, this is a branch or a twig, this is a book, this is a table. We can't just say everything is one. We can't say everything is same. Usually when we use this word every, we have to be kind of on what basis are we saying every? Ramrao Prabhu, any questions?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Again, reminded me that we are all still confused and what we should do.
The question is a very big connection actually.
actually
Question
this
has much
bigger opened up the faith actually.
That's why I think I started saying that if we are very careful today, when we are sitting here, it can help us to change our whole life. Why? Because I think that we have to hurry up to find a way, right? There's a fire accident in a house. If you are just thinking, nahi, mere tak nahi aayega. Someone will be there to pour water. We are in urgency, we have to work out. And then I think your question was more about faith, children, right?
Yeah, how to, what we should do to build that foundation in children, like how to inculcate that faith in the children.
First
So
of
that
all, we
they-
should have our own faith.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the first step there.
Then we are confused. Our kids are also confused. When we are convinced what we are doing, then kids will feel more comfortable. No?
Yes, but yeah.
No? Yeah.
अभी बच्चे हैं सामने नहीं बोल सकते.
But what Prabhuji said is right, you know, if we reflect in our life in terms of our prayer, even the one what we bad, right? Actually, these are the things that secondaries. If I'm not convinced and no comfortable, they will not say, boss, you yourself is not convinced.
Yeah, very easy. They consider us fanatic.
Yeah.
When we follow and then we see ourselves a change for the good, then I think, okay. Very simple. Deepavali, I think you have given examples, right? How when your kids go to parties, then how they see the difference. Why? Because they are able to live a very happy life. I mean, not they. The kids, because they have taken to devotion. Because they have taken devotion, they are very peaceful. They can compare others. They don't know how you feel. Compared to your own friends. They don't know what are they doing, they're screaming and all. You feel, right? Why? Because your parents have shown you right way. It's not, of course, there's always peaceful parents. Right? Parents will always be strong. They'll always scold, they'll always control. You don't like it or like it, that's the truth. Why? Because that's part of discipline. Then people will say, old generation, new generation. Have you seen the world in new generation? We can't be like that. We have to be like this. All these different opinions come, but if we calm, relax, and think, then we understand our parents what they say. But we can't hope for that. We have to do our effort of how to present ourselves so that kids can appreciate. If you are too far away, kids will think, ये अलग लगे, अलग दुनिया में है, समझेगा नहीं. We have to again start seeing how to present the same thing so that kids can also understand it. We are not taught all these things. We are taught mathematics, science, physics, and all this nonsense. This is what was the very learning was. Before we marry, we know what is we should do. Now we are figuring it out in parallel. That's why Krishna bless us that we can be successful. That we have our strong faith that will imbibe the faith. I remember my spiritual master, he told, I was saying, what is this in Germany? How can I live? Because there are no temples, there is no so much programs happening. He said, if your house is centered with all devotion, to do proper puja, to do proper japa, to worship. Remember, Krishna is in the center of the house. Then, even being in Germany, you are already living devotion. If you go back to India, and in India, if you give some nonsense in the center of your life, and then you can't hope that you become devoted. So it is not the place where you are, but it is the facilities what we keep in the center of the house. Are we doing morning programs properly? Are we reading Bhagavad Gita properly? Are we going to yatras? Are we having association of devotees? When all these things are in the home, then the kids will get the opportunity to do all these things and they can develop knowledge. If they don't see all these things, then it is only theory. When they see in practical these things work, then they get faith. Because we saw in our life these practical things, we had faith. I don't know if this in short can answer that question. But that itself will take 2 hours, 3 hours. How about kids? You are scared, huh? अभी start नहीं करूँगा.
एक सेशन आप इसका जरूर करना.
अच्छा.
कौन से हाउस प्रोग्राम में पता नहीं.
Yeah, I mean, this is important topic for all of us. Because we can't expect kids to become devotees when we ourselves are struggling. So we have to give our full. We should not really care. We should be really convinced that if not today, tomorrow my kid will. Worst case, if kids don't take up, don't worry. At least you are spiritually strong. Because you are strong, you can give some blessings to your kids. Sukriti. वो भी नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे? हाँ, always की बात नहीं आया दे कोई दे मुझे थोड़ा बसी दे. How long can you ask? You have to earn. It is something like if I go to a bank, if I want credit, if you go to a bank, right? They'll ask, hey, what is your security? What is your safety that you can give? Otherwise, why the bank will give loan? कुछ तो दिखाओ कि तुम पे कर पाओगे बाद में. Some creditability should be there that I can really give you money. Mercy is also like that. It's not cheap. Mercy is not cheap that हाँ कोई आके दे दिया तो मिल गया तो आप security पा गया. नहीं. Can we hold that mercy with us? If we can hold the mercy, then only the mercy will come. Otherwise, what is the use? If I am blessing you profusely, you just sleep day and night. What is it? I think instead of that, I invest in someone, give someone so that he can develop. How to get Sukriti? Yes. Oh. Very simple to pray always for the kids. See what Draupadi did. No, not Draupadi. Draupadi, eh? Not Draupadi. Duryodhana's mother. Gandhari. She has attained so much power and she could give it to her son. Protected him. She got power, she could give. अगर हमको power नहीं है तो क्या करें? So what we have to do? At least we have to do our sadhana properly, follow the rules and regulations properly until we really have that faith. वो faith आएगा इस साल में, next साल में, life में पता नहीं. तब तक तो rules regulations है, if you follow ना, Krishna is assuring you just follow the guidance, you get the result. When we get the result, we can distribute to our family. And if kids are that, they give to the parents. Gift na exchange. This is the best gift. Oh, Hemagori Mata.
Sorry,
Right.
Mr. Prabhuji.
No, if you come, there is no disturbance.
You try now, everybody please diverted.
Usually my cousin, na, let's see. One mother, you got? No? Yes, yes. There is something called that when we are going to a temple, what we do, we pray for our, for our well-being, for our spiritual advancement. And what we are also praying is praying, hey, please bless my child that he can come to devotee. Your prayer is there, power of prayer is there. And that way the kids can. And if we, it's not the other way. मैं जो चाहे वो करूँगा लेकिन मंदिर जाके मेरे बेटे के लिए प्रे करूँगा तो काम नहीं करेगा. That is the what I was saying to others. What is the credibility that if the Lord is giving the mercy to the kid, that the kid is benefiting? What is the guarantee? That is the best charity we can use our lives. It is not that what is the Annadan, it's not the Vidyadan, it's not all these dhan. If we become devotee, if they become devotee, that is what is called success of parent. In scriptures, it is even written that if a parent is not confident that he cannot liberate his child, then better not plan a child. Don't even plan a kid because unnecessary किसी का भाग्य हमारे हाथ में लेके उसका बर्बाद कर रहा है. So better scripture says don't even do that. Better to become, if you are confident, some benefit of doubts are there, but that will lead to the mercy. But that serious is this business.
You have done a wonderful job with your kids.
Why? Yeah,
Worldly-
I can
worldly
at least-
sector.
I can at least say, I mean, when Prabhupada was saying that, he's saying that it's not to show my greatness, but Prabhupada, what he said, I followed my spiritual master when so many godfathers didn't do it. Yeah, he could probably say that, and he had so much conviction, and then it worked out. Yeah. I'm not able to say with so much conviction. Why? Because in his case, what we only did was brought him to temple. When he was 3 years old, he got Mridanga at 3 years old. You see that I gave it. He was coming to temple, he got it, and then there was someone who was showing. Then this is all his process. It's not that okay. It is his Sukriti that helps him.
And devotees association, Vaishnava association and their
So
devotees.
exactly, that's what I was going to ask. What is the top thing that
He is association.
keys associated?
Otherwise, you know now I can't play Mridanga. You know that I can't play harmony. But how did he learn?
How? From devotees.
Association purposes. One thing I wanted to tell, if you want to get something, we have to sacrifice something.
We can't simply hope that all of a sudden my kid will learn Kartal, all of a sudden my kid will learn Mridanga. We have to sacrifice our other things. That's why don't put on two boats.
क्या sacrifice करेंगे?
Our own time,
एक दिन दो
personal
दिन
time,
खाना
nothing.
Oh, serious बात चल रही है.
No, actually, we used to spend all the time with the devotees. So many devotees used to come to our home and stay with us. We never felt like, oh, I don't have time to speak with them.
Yeah, we used to.
We
There were
just
times we
went
didn't
with
even see
them.
our faces.
We didn't even have a big house.
Happy. Achha.
We had only like a single bedroom, single house. Still, so many used to come. We used to stay there only. Never felt like we need privacy. Because
Then we used
if
to
you
go for a
want
lot
to
of
give
Kirtan melas.
association of devotees, you have to sacrifice your privacy or your, whatever you think the material works. We were like that only.
When we give, then only we'll get.
Because-
देना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, devotees are always in our home. They were like, we can't tell, as a parents, we can't teach so many things to our kids. So many things. But they learn with the seeing the other devotees. No, mama, papa, they live like that only. But when we see the other devotees, oh, you have to be like this. Oh, okay. They used to explain in so many things. See, in the past, he used to wear his chadar. Only one example I'm telling. He was very small onwards. He used to wear chadar, cover his neck. Okay. Once I said, okay, leave it. Why you are wearing all the time? He said, no, mama. I learned from the senior Vaishnava that you should cover your neck when you are going for the temple or something. He was explaining to me. So small things I never taught him. Those all things comes with the association. You have to sacrifice. Really, you have to
And
sacrifice.
kids
so
will
many
never
things.
think their parents are role models. They
Exactly.
always want someone, heroes from outside the world.
See, so what we think, Prabhuji, for example, we need association. We have to stay nearby. We don't
Especially
sacrifice.
during youth. Sorry.
Exactly. We don't sacrifice. We always want to stay near our office. So how you will keep get the association? Devotees are somewhere else. So you have to sacrifice. You have to
Be
travel
near to temple.
near to the temple or near to the association of other devotees. So that
Very
you can
simple. Association is
need
the
them.
key. For everything, association is the key. If you can make association, Varan Prabhu said, what is the most fortunate thing? He said, there is a whole 2 hours. The essence is association of the devotees. And even this is all, so many references are there. It says, the most unfortunate thing is having no association. Very simple. सोचो अगर हमारे को एसोसिएशन नहीं है तो क्या होगा, तो थोड़ा फेथ है वो भी गया. When faith is not there, what do? We do all nonsense. When we do all nonsense, what we do is all nonsense. So that association is the pillar. जो बोला था ना, the creeper is there. What is that support? That support is. We have to. I mean, we have to be very bold in something. We have to take bold decisions. That, array, if I do this, I will lose something. Okay, but what I am getting? I'm getting something which is eternal, which can stay with me, even not in this life, in the next life, in many lives. When we know that, then we really want to really do that. When we don't know that, what we do is, okay, we do equation 1 to 1. अभी मिल गया तो मिल गया, नहीं तो मिल गया तो नहीं मिला. We always are doing calculation, ना, business. मुझे क्या मिलेगा, अभी नहीं मिला तो नहीं मिला. That's why we think, okay, devotion नहीं चाहिए. क्योंकि मुझे क्या दिखता है, अगर मैं अभी 10 बार घुमाऊंगा, 15 बार घुमाऊंगा, I'm not getting the result ना to see. सोचा अगर मतलब केक खाया तो satisfaction. देखा कितना खुश हुआ ये देखा हाँ एक्स्ट्रा वो देखा कितना है. So we are like children. Yeah, literally, I mean, openly speaking, one day ladies will be very happy saying children because age won't come in. But we are children because we have not developed that deeper maturity of what is life. Only after that, then we can call them mature. Again, based on Shastra. Thank you very much.